Most people believe if you marry the person you love, everything will work out. It sounds simple, it feels right, and honestly, it's what we all grow up believing. Movies show it. Social media repeats it. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok are full of perfect couples, perfect moments, perfect love stories. So naturally, we think, if I find the right person, life will be easy. But what if that belief is incomplete? What if love is only the beginning? Before you reject that idea, just look at what research says. Studies in psychology show that the feeling of being in love is driven by chemicals in the brain, mainly dopamine. That excitement, that obsession, that feeling like you've found the one, it's real, but it's also temporary. Research from the American Psychological Association shows that intense romantic passion naturally decreases over time, not because something is wrong, but because your brain is designed that way. So if that strong feeling changes, what's left? This is where reality begins. Many couples enter marriage believing that love will solve everything. But love doesn't pay bills. Love doesn't fix habits. Love doesn't automatically create understanding. Marriage is built on everyday life. It includes stress, responsibilities, routines, differences in thinking, and how two people deal with all of it together. Two people can love each other deeply and still struggle every single day, not because they don't care, but because they don't know how to live together in a healthy way. Because compatibility is not just about feelings, it's about values, communication, emotional control, life priorities. And most of these things are not tested during the love phase. Now, here's another hidden problem. Modern relationships are heavily influenced by comparison. When you constantly see perfect love online, your expectations start to rise. You begin to think, why isn't my relationship like that? Why don't I feel that level of excitement anymore? But what you're comparing is real life to curated moments. And that comparison slowly creates dissatisfaction, even in good relationships. Now, here's something even more important. Love does not teach conflict skills. Every relationship, no matter how strong, will face disagreements. That's normal. But research shows something very clear. It's not the absence of conflict that matters, it's how you handle it. The American Psychological Association highlights that communication style, emotional control, and problem-solving ability are key predictors of long-term success, not attraction, not passion. Because loving someone is easy when everything is going well, the real challenge is staying connected when things are not. And here's a truth most people don't talk about. We live in a world full of options, dating apps, social media, constant exposure to new people. This creates a mindset of, maybe there's someone better. Even if you don't act on it, that thought alone can weaken commitment. It makes people less willing to work through problems, because leaving feels easier than fixing. So, over time, small issues grow into bigger ones, not because love disappeared, but because effort decreased. So what does all of this really mean? It means love marriage is not the problem. Love is important. Love is powerful. Love is what brings two people together. But believing that love is enough, that's where people go wrong. Because long-term relationships are not built on feelings alone. They are built on respect, patience, communication, consistency, and effort every single day. And here's the truth most people realize too late. You don't just marry the person you love. You marry their habits,
their mindset, their emotional maturity, their way of handling stress and life. And if those things don't align, love alone cannot fix it. Love can start a relationship, but it cannot carry it forever. Because in the end, love brings people together.